Hello everyone, this is Juan Sarmiento and today is Friday, October the 1st. I had an incident in which I had already recorded my session for the day and somehow it tossed it. It says it didn't work. So what happens is I already done some of the trading here, as you can see, and we are going to justify that. Okay, so first, a question that I received: why did I hold the Nike trade over the earnings? That's not the usual that I have said. If earnings come up, particularly if the volatility is above 40, it pays to get out of the position and then take your money and run, especially if you have profits. In this case, the trade was only $1,500 left in it, and so that wasn't that much, and I was willing to, I had already taken a lot of profit. I started the position back here when the stock had jumped strongly. I made profits on the upside, took my profits there, and then the stock collapsed and I was making money to the downside, and at that point I had already taken a lot of profit, neutralized the position, and then let it roll. But if you have profits that you're better served taking them off the market, by all means do that. That's what I would recommend. In this case, I also want to experiment, but if you go through earnings, what's going to happen is the volatility dropping is going to affect your position, and then you have to wait until the volatility comes up again. So you don't want to perhaps bother with that, but if you have plenty of time value left, you might want to do that. It's a risk you take. Okay? If you have a lot of profit, take your profit and run, and then wait until the market bounces back up on earnings. In this case, it didn't, went down, it was meaningless to enter a new position. Okay, so right now what I wanted to do, here's a trade. Okay, this is a current trade, and I just sold these puts, but this is what it looked like before my sell, and this is after the sell. What am I trying to do here? Delta neutralize the position. Right now it's 65, 66 negative deltas, and we want to neutralize that. It's just not going to go on and on down forever. It's going to take a bounce and all that, and this is a way to take profits by selling puts. And I'm selling the October 150 puts, and I'm just selling one of them like this. Like this, that ends up being delta neutral. Why am I clicking twice? Because I already sold that right here. I had already done it, and so I have to add it in order to show you what it is that I did from here to this. Okay, so neutralize the deltas. That's what I did. Also, I did another thing, which was close the HCA position. Let me just show it to you. Okay, so this is what I had. And it was already profitable, and so I saw no point in staying in it much longer. Earnings are coming up, but the position is there was something like $1,000 profit on it. I could do that. What I did, let me just show it to you. Okay, here is the position, and we can analyze this and figure out how much money we paid and took credit. So let's take a calculator here, clear the memory, and clear the data here. And we started with a 52.95 times 2. You see 2 lots here, that's times 2, and times 100 for the number of shares, and that's the value on that position. Okay, 10,590. That was done back when, in June. So let's save that to memory. Then this one is a rollover, $4.45. Okay, $4.45 times, again, 200. Why 200? Because there are 2 lots, and because you multiply by 100. Okay, that's 90, and that's a credit, so let's subtract it from memory. Recall the memory, that's what our value is now, our cost really. Then we have this two, you can see a put side and a call side, that's a separate rollover. Okay, so 38 times 2, 38 plus 525, okay, times 2. That's the combined cost, combined credit. Let's subtract that from memory and memory recall. That's the actual price of my trade after the adjustments. We can do that, analyze that. Okay, this is my real cost right here. That is the trade that I had, and my cost was $7,890. So I divide that by 200, and it gives me the price per share, $39.45. I put that here, $39.45, and that's my current profit. Okay, so I got out of that position here. You see it in the activity and positions. That's the trade I enter, which is essentially the opposite of this. So to create that, say analyze opposite, and you make sure that you have a straight line, which we do, and that's the price that I would enter the position if it was now, but because I did it earlier, I got 44.55, and my profit overall on this trade is $1,020. Close that, and that's what I did with that. Then I went through all the positions here, and let's go through them again, looking at what I should do with each one of them. Let's show all. This is our Apple trade. Right now, all I care about is a delta neutral and how long before expiration. It is delta neutral, a little slightly negative, but you can see here that it's October the 15th. That's 15 days from now. We can hold on to that for a little longer in case it goes up or down. It doesn't matter. I just hope that it does it strongly in either direction. COP, that's okay. In this case, October the 22nd at my short, that's 3 weeks from now. And what do we have? Is it over the range? No, it's in the range right now, in the zone. So we are expecting a move in either direction. Let's take a look at the chart. It's way up here. Okay, so is it going to collapse someday? ConocoPhillips. Okay, so I'm staying here for now. Let's move on to CRM. CRM is over here. Again, you would go to the monitor tab and account statement, and here's what we have. Exactly what I have is what we are here, and we are pretty much breaking even here, 67.50 loss, a little tiny loss. Okay? So I'm going to leave that there. Again, October 29 is the expiration, so no need to rush into any changes on that. FFIP, again, we have until October 15th, so that next week we will be making a change or figuring out what we're going to do, not now. Lows, October 22nd, we're in the middle of the range, no rush. MS, okay, in this case, you can see that it's delta negative. You might want to neutralize or stay on it. Earnings are coming up. October the 8th, that's a week from now, and I think I don't know why I should have closed this. I think let's go to the account statement. Well, I think we need to look at all the steps, so let's do that. I'm just going to analyze everything and see if we have a profit on it or what's the story. Okay, so you come over here. These are all the steps, all the credit and all the things, single selling. So all the moves that I have made. By saying analyze trade, I'm taking it all over here, and then we can see clearly where we are. Okay, one by one, analyze trade. Make sure that it's being copied. And look at it, says not traded, but trust me, it is there. And this tells you exactly our profit, and the profit is very tiny here. Ignore this buying power effect, but that's where we are right now. And you can calculate the price just like we did for the other trade. You can calculate all the prices. All you have to do is look at the price here and calculate the number of lots. In here we have 4 lots, so it's 400 times this price, and then here it's 400 times 0.45, and so on, until you come up with a price. And you can see here that, or look at the entire year, and we have a loss of $24, and the market value is $505,140. I wouldn't want to go over earnings, I don't think, but we have until next week to figure out what we're going to do, and I want to risk it. Okay, so here what I want to do is see if it's going to go a little lower and give me I'm at the edge of the profit, so I want to take a chance on it. You can neutralize it if you want. Okay, how would we neutralize that? Selling puts. Okay, we have here, we can sell one put at 95, sell one of the shorts, additional short put here, like so, and that neutralizes the delta just a tiny bit. I'm not going to do anything. Let's wait until next week and see what happens. Nike, we already discussed, and Nvidia. I don't know why it's jumping like this. Okay, Nvidia. It looks like it's finding the support here on the Ichimoku cloud. We'll see. By the end of the day, it might go and rally strongly or collapse below the Ichimoku cloud. I don't know. I really don't know. But it seems to me that we have the right trade for it. October the 15th, again, we can look at this next week again. All right, so that's all for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.